Ah, another morning in Scrap Mechanic. Alright, banana seems to be going fine. Okay. Let's get some fresh air. Alright. Just another casual morning in Scrap Mechanic Survival. Hello guys, I'm the maildartfrog and welcome to an episode of Scrap Mechanic. Today I will show you how you can easily make any of your creations, that is bases, vehicles, farms, literally anything, completely impossible for any kinds of enemies to destroy. And as you can see, we have the big red farm bot here, can destroy it. The hay bots, and actually a lot of them can't do anything. The hay bot as well, as you can see, it just shot that thing, nothing happened. And also the toad bots, but they are like, just lost in the ground there. Also, I discovered this while I was testing for different bugs, glitches and interesting mechanics with Cubus, and he's actually getting a video done about very interesting mechanics in Scrap Mechanic, such as, for example, hyperspeed, player transportation, duplication of stuff like pistons, and also levitating different objects in mid-air. So go check it out right now. There will also be a car at the end, so that's very interesting to watch, so go check this thing out. But this video we are covering this thing. Just a quick disclaimer though, as you can see I have unlimited inventory, creative flag inventory, whatever you want to call it, enabled right now. However, I enabled it just so it's easier for me to record this video and show you this amazing feature in Scrap Mechanic. And it will not affect your ability to replicate it in your normal survival game. So it's completely vanilla, it's not even a glitch actually, it's an intended mechanic. So enjoy. Alright, but hold on, first I have to deal with those guys real quick. Alright, there we go. Oh, what a mess. Okay, so as you can see, we have this like, little barricade of all those bags in here. And what those bags are basically what you drop when you die. So for example, if I make myself die with a command right now, it works just as well as when you normally take damage and die, by the way. Okay, here we go, and I respawn. As you can see, I dropped this bag with all my items inside of it. So basically what you then do is take yourself a weld tool. You will require a weld tool for this. You take this bag and you weld it somewhere. For example, let's say I want to have this on my window so that now no one can destroy my window. Of course I would need more of them, but for now it's just a proof of concept. So as you can see, I walk up to it, I'm pressing, as you can probably hear, my mouse button right now, and I cannot remove this. As you can see, I also smack with the hammer, nothing happens. You just literally cannot remove it. Hold on, I'll take the potatoes from inside, and okay, I got myself some potatoes, and as you can see, this isn't working either, in fact. So the only way to actually remove it is to take the items from inside, and then this will disappear. Also, another quick disclaimer, those bags right here are bags that I manually placed from this inventory, so that's why they have no symbol on them. But other than that, they have exactly the same properties as the ones that you drop when you die, so you don't have to worry about anything in here. I just use those ones so that it's easier for me to build this thing. So the optimal way to actually do this is just, grab yourself some blocks, because blocks are like the easiest thing to obtain in large quantities. Okay, so what I suggest you do is basically place yourself a bit like that. Okay, so right now I have disabled my creative mode. As you can see, I now have normal survival mode. So what I suggest you do is basically like sleep in this bed, then you die somehow. I will use a command for that, but it doesn't matter. Again, whatever way you die, the bag will spawn anyway. As you can see, here it is with the stuff that we've left there. So basically what I suggest you do now is just remove one block from this every time. Die in some way. I suggest, for example, drowning is a good idea. Falling from a large height, or maybe a soul blade. I've actually had a good success with soul blades. And just take a block out, die in one way or another, and just repeat this until you have enough bags. Alright, so now that we have a few bags in here, we can just take our weld tool and we can just, weld them to somewhere. Because again, we cannot destroy them in any way other than taking out the items. So basically what we can now do is just, start welding them to something. And there we go, we now have our little indestructible wall. Now the only downside of it that I'm seeing currently is the symbols, of course, because they aren't very pretty, are they? But they are very functional, and you're never ever gonna lose your base again after that, are ya? But actually the use that I'm seeing the most common for this, the best suited for this, is your farm defense, because your farm might not be right at your base, so this whole symbol thing might not be an issue for you, and you know, you just probably want to have peace. You just want to farm in peace. You don't want all those pesky robots coming at you from every single direction at every midnight just because you planted one potato too much. So you can just place those all around your farm and you will be good to go. Another potential use for this I'm seeing is pet robots. As you can see, this double isn't getting out of here anytime soon, unless we let him out, of course. So if you've ever dreamed of having your own personal Topbot, just like this one right here, it's now entirely possible, as you can see, thanks to how the survival bags work, or whatever you want to call them. And again, as you can see, this works for every kind of bot. So if you really want a big red boy as your pet as well, there is no reason why not, because he just cannot get out. There is no way he gets out unless there's some way he glitches out of there, but that's just with everything in Scrap Mechanic, really, isn't it? Of course, the big red boys have to only be careful at the gas that they're shooting up. I would suggest just building a roof above him, and that should be enough. There is only one thing about those things, however, that I'm not yet entirely sure about, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen. But again, some people have reported that their bags have despawned after a certain amount of time, but today I have tested it on the Gloomcanic server, and after around 5 hours the bags were still there, so I'm pretty sure they don't actually despawn unless you take the items out of them, but keep in mind that they might despawn. Also, if you have any questions about this, just ask me them in the Discord, in the comment sections, on Twitter, pretty much wherever you think I'll see them. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that's it for this video. Remember once again to check out Cubus' channel, because I tested it with him and that's how I found it, so big thanks to him. And also he has many of his own videos coming soon about similar topics, such as, for example, incredible speeds that you can achieve with just your character in game, as well as dipping pistons, suspending stuff in midair, and again. So it's either up already or it's going to be up very soon, so go subscribe to him so you don't miss it. But that is for now. I was maildartfrog, and I will see you in another one. Bye!